We will be starting very shortly, everyone. Hello and welcome to the brand new season of GTEL. First ever race in Division 3. It's going to be an exciting one. It always is here in GTEL, but I feel this may just be a bit more special. We've got a new teams championship. We have a whole extra division. That's 14 more emphatic racers. 2 of them not joining us today. Quite sad, but I'm sure at one point this season we'll have at least one 14-man grid, which we didn't have last season, but oh well, welcome to GTELs. So what you get when you sign up here, no matter what, it's going to be a brilliant race with a few familiar names. You may recognise some from Div 2 last season. We've got BBR Huber, but we'll be calling him Marcel because it's Huber's brother. So until next season, or until next race where he will probably have his own account, BBR Huber is Marcel. But yeah, that's the name you might recognise. But Prada, Shregu, Kavuk, Fistamefi, they're all returning names from Div 3 last season that you may all remember. As I try emphatically to put a thumbnail on, as YouTube hates me. Can I get a thumbnail check, please, lads? So then 12 people racing today. It's going to be an exciting one. Bathurst at night. It's our first ever night race as well. Let me just check. So I've not got chat up. Can't forget Halix. Can you lot check if they're on? If the thumbnail's on, lads. Doesn't show for me. Is the thumbnail up, lads? Yay, nay, wahey. No, I don't believe it is up. Let me go check. It is up, apparently. We'll just make sure we've also got all the settings correct. Edit event settings. We've also got grid starts this season as well. Thumbnail is up. It doesn't show for me. Oh, now it's showing. I'm having a mare right now, lads. Hold tight. We will be starting ever so shortly. Predictions. Cam West, he's quite a quick driver, I must say. I'd have my money on him for pole. And this thing doesn't want to work, apparently. Select all. Copy. No. Select all. Copy. Alright, whatever, dickhead. Thank you. Please ignore Ninon having a mare. Thank you. Right, we should be good to go. Very, very shortly. Let me just make sure I've got everything. Yeah, thumbnail's not showing for me. That's fucking wonderful. This looks terrible without a thumbnail. One last effort then to put on a thumbnail and we'll be good to go because I give a shit. Change. Because the thumbnail's definitely not up. Thank you. Save. Save. Good. Good. Yeah, when I send the links it doesn't show, which is quite annoying. I must say, right. Anyway, we'll be starting in a minute. You know it, you love it. It's GTEL, it's never on time. Oh, for fuck's sake. Everyone seems to be ready, Van. Predictions for pole. It's very uncertain. It's the first ever. It's the first race of season 2. The first race of Division 3 ever. It's the first ever night race in GTL history. This is a lot of firsts. There's the first ever teams championship. There's a lot of firsts here as we're going into our second season. Everyone's ready. So let's get the qualifying started then. You'll be seeing me mention some of the teams as we go through. I'll go through the list right now actually because you love to see it. So then, list of teams. We've got Britannia Racing Team combined mixed of Prada and Shregu, Halux Racing of Kavak and Joseph F. Ford, Can-Am Racing of Pigeon and Beamer Gang, Tri-Drive, Elmer and Marcel. Elmer's not racing today and their reserve isn't here. Night Shift Racing, which is Alpha Pino, which you're seeing now, and Cam West. And then we have the Independence of Elusive Fridge, who's absent today, PX4 Gaming, Fistum Effie, and Not Crazy. There's some names you'll be familiar with there. But the teams, well, Night Shift Racing, they seem to be quite quick. Can-Am, they're also looking quite... Can-Am's a familiar name. Every team here is new, except for Can-Am. Can-Am's got a team throughout from Div 1 to Div 2, to Div 3. My money is personally on Cam West. He's quite a quick driver. But Alpha Pino, he's in the Corvette. The Corvette's typically a good car around this track, so you'll never know. Shit, I haven't got a drink. I'm gonna quickly message my dad. I'll quickly message my mum. But anyway, Alpha Pino, he's leading as they come down towards the Comrade Straight. I need to get a track map up because I forgot a few turns. Specifically turn 2. Because I'm like that, don't bully me. But anyways, Alpha Pino, he's going to be first one to start the lap, but may not be the first to finish it. I think that's BBRQ, I think that's Marcelo in the background, he may have caught it. But down towards Hell Corner then, for the first time, Alpha Pino, will he be the first to set Pradas into the pit seas on the mediums? That could be a fun strategy, and so Shregu, the BRT boys, may be planning something there. It's a standard 3 times fuel and 3 times tyre wear you're familiar with in this league. But Alpha Pino, as he comes up towards Quarry, and he currently leads Beamer Gang, followed by Joseph, Huber and PX4 Gaming, who in a bit of a mare trying to get into the lobby, but new league, new things. He's in that Nissan GTR. Nissan GTR most famous for winning, I think it was 2015 around here. I can't remember the nickname that's actually been given to this car around Bathurst, but it famously won under the Bathurst 12 Hours a few years ago. Pigeon RL, he's going to be trying to do his team Can-Am Racing, famous for their win, their 1-2. They absolutely dominated Div 2 with Juice Roman OT. BC, I must say, Fistum FV, he struggled last season in Div. Yeah, he struggled last season in Div 2. He's now racing under. Well, he's still racing as a Motorsport West as he goes quite wide as they come through Skyline. Yeah, as he's off into the gravel, that's not going to do his tyres any good. As he's shaking everywhere, not crazy, that's his lap ruined, but you might have to be careful of not crazy coming quite quick. Doesn't really want to impede him down the hill. As he's gone again, and that's him and not crazy's lap really ruined. But yeah, now Cam West and Marcel further back, they're also getting caught up in this, and their laps are going to be really ruined from this. GTR Godzilla, thank you Brian. Fistum Method, he's still on the Motorsport West, but he's racing as an independent, so he'll be doing that in the Team's Championship. The Corvette, though, probably the best car around here as he comes through Murray's Bend. Alpha Pino. So 2:46. He sets the first ever Division 3 lap time. Beamer Gang, he's next to cross the line. It's going to be 2:06. That's quite slow. Next, Joseph F. Ford. He's already raced once today. He's going to be at 2:09.2. He raced in SSR, which I commentated earlier. Pigeon and PX4. PX4 is going to have a bit of a slipstream, as we now have, I think that it's both GTR drivers. Yes, it is. Giving sure a bit of a slipstream. Pigeon, they both set quite slow lap times. It's a 2:14 for Pigeon and a 2:16 for PX4 Gaming. Marcel and Not Crazy after their antics had a very slow lap time, and I think Cam West, he's bailed out. Prado, he just starts his first lap for the Britannia Racing team. Fistum Effie, after he had a proper mare, Cavac, he's a returning name from Div 2 last season, a 2:10. Where will that put him? 4th, I believe. Yes, it's a night race here as well. The track temperature is going to be different. Everyone's going to be a bit more. It's going to be a bit darker. The track temperature is going to be a bit different. This is different from what we saw last time. Cavac, he's now got the slipstream of who's that in front of him? Shregu, as they run up towards Quarry Bend. That's going to be giving him a lot of time up Mountain Straight. He doesn't really want to be catching him though. He's 5 seconds off, but a lot of the time people are having quite a few problems, I must say. Cam West, he's on his out lap, so he pitted instantly. So Cam West, he's going to be coming through the chase now. He's someone I still tip to be on pole. He's racing for Night Shift Racing, which is, if you're in the Discord, good friend Junie. It's a bit of a meme with him. But Junie's a very nice guy. He's commentated he commentated one of the rounds last season with me, and the Night Shift with Junie meme made him create the Night Shift Racing team. Cam West hoping to do his team boss proud this season. Alpha Pino, he improves his time at the front with a 2:03.5. He holds provisional pole as there's 3 minutes left. Beamer Gang, he improves, but doesn't close the gap. Closes the gap a bit as Joseph S. Ford then goes in second with a 2:05.8. So far, Alpha Pino seems to be on touch, but no one's actually set a lap yet. As Alpha Pino, he goes purple again as he runs up Mountain Straight. Joseph F. he raced once today. I think it was 8th he got in Split Second Racing League at that Spa round. Say it's quite a competitive grid there. He should be happy with that. Everyone else coming across, not crazy. He goes into 4th with a 2:6. He can get a solid lap in. PX4 Gaming, he goes into 6th with a 2:11. Prada, 2:10.3. Where's Shregu? Shregu's also his teammate. Marcel doesn't improve at all, but Shregu, he's coming through the chase. That beautiful Corvette livery again. The Corvettes, you'd expect them to do quite well around here. Fistum FV, a 2:11.5. That puts him up, and Shregu's into the... Shregu's got damage. Shregu won't have time for another lap, I don't think. Shregu's not actually set a lap time yet. Shregu's picked up damage somewhere. As you can see, the engine damage he's clearly the problem somewhere down the straight, because damage is on heavy, which has caused him to pit again, and he won't actually have time to get another lap in. So Shregu will be starting from the back of the grid. That's not a good start by the Swissman. Oh, it's purple so far. It's less than a 10th in it for Cam West as he comes through the chase. He's got 3 turns to go. He's going to have to really put in some work as he comes through the chase. He's going to have to nail every apex, and he does that perfectly. Doesn't run too wide, maximising the track width without pushing any far. Heavy damage causing some problems, but here comes Cam West. Just about gets the apex, power on perfectly. He's in the Corvette, across the line. What's it going to be? He goes second by 35 milliseconds. Alpha Pino holds on, but Cam West will be able to go for another lap here. As the battle between him and Alpha Pino is going to be heating up. Alpha Pino doesn't improve on his last lap as he's very shaky. That's going to cost him at least a 10th. But is Shregu out with enough time? I don't think he is. I don't think Shregu will have enough time. That's a real shame. Joseph F. Ford improves more, and that's more damage for Shregu. He's really on the limits here, and the damage, well, he's having some big problems here. He's gonna have to, I think he's just gonna have to compose himself and go again down in last. Not crazy, he improves to 3rd, knocking Joseph down to 4th with a 2:5, flat near enough. Cam West, he clips the wall over, I don't even know what turn that is, over at Reed Park. I didn't even know that. Prada, he improves into 6th with a 2:9.7. I actually don't think he improved the position, but he improved his time. Just extending the gap to Cabot. Cam West, he's gone purple again. He's 1/4 of a second lead now he's got. Cam West really putting his foot down on this lap, getting a banker in. He's pushing the walls, he's clipping everything. He's taking every risk here of the Australian Monaco. Through Forest Elbow, down onto Mountain Straight. Nails it perfectly there, I must say, getting as close to the barrier as possible without actually hitting it and costing yourself damage. Fistum F, he's into the pits. That will be his qualifying done. He's down in 8th. But Cam West, so far, the Brit that lives in Dubai, what's the split then at the end? It's gone down. He's losing time on that downhill section. Anything's in it here as he's going to be the first to set the lap. I think Alpha Pino's only just behind. What's Alpha Pino's splits looking like? I think we're a bit late to see. But so far, Cam West is purple. Can Cam West go and take pole here in his first ever race, or will Alpha Pino be on pole? Braking around out of 70-metre board. He's got the lighter car. Misses the apex there. Gets the power on ice flow. The car's not shaky across the line. Does he improve? I think he's missed it. He has missed out, and Alpha Pino, he's got damage, so it's backed off, but Alpha Pino, I believe he will be on pole. Don't count him out yet, not crazy as he comes down Comrade Straight. What's his time going to be at the split? He's improving, but it won't be enough to catch Cam West, I don't believe. Joseph F. Ford, where is he? He's coming across the line, can he improve? He might challenge at the front here, no he doesn't. He improves, he passes, not crazy, he goes into 3rd. But not crazy, he's still on his final flying lap. Where's he going to come? And the qualifying... Is that time? I don't believe it is. Not crazy around the final turn. Is he going to be able to do it? Down towards the line he goes, then out of Murray's. Let's see. Has he improved? He improves, but Joseph takes 3rd just by the skin of his teeth. Beamer Gang's qualifying's done. He'll be in 5th. He'll be happy with that for Can-Am Racing. But Alpha Pino, Night Shift Racing 1-2. It's a brilliant result by the Night Shift boys. Night Shift Racing on their debut, put it on pole, 1-2. They lock out the front row of the grid. Joseph F and Not Crazy. Not Crazy, he's an Indy, he's going to be happy with that. But Joseph F, he's racing for Helix, which is the sister team of BNR, a team you'll all be familiar with. Beamer Gang, he is racing on the Can-Am, he's going to be happy with 5th. And then Prada down in 6th. It's a bit of a mixed bag for BRT midfield, and then at the back of the grid, Marcel, Tri-Drive, not had the best, they're already a man down Tri-Drive, so they're going solo with this one, so they're going to be impacted massively in the team standings. But here's confirmation of the grid then as they line up for the first race of Season 2. Alpha Pino on pole, followed by Cam West, Joseph F and Not Crazy lock out the second row of the grid. Beamer Gang and Prada on row 3, Cavoc and PX4 Gaming on row 4. Someone's back. Oh, Beamer Gang's actually gone down into 6th, I believe. Oh, no, it's just a weird grid. My bad. Light Salvo and away they go down towards turn 1. Cam West actually leads from Alpha Pino down towards turn 1. Not Crazy's at a brilliant start. He's actually got past Cam West. Cam West is pushed wide a bit there, and Alpha Pino's had a bit of coming together, and Prada's into the barrier. Oh, Prada's going to have damage there as Prada's been sent so far into the barrier. He's now down in 9th. He's going to have some big damage. Oh, that's not good. His demand started on the mediums. He's going to have to pit early on. But down towards Quarry Bend. Cam West leads there. Not Crazy trying to go around the outside. Is there going to be contact? Alpha Pino just about gets through. Joseph, he's down in 4th. Everyone then fishing, trying to find a gap. These grid starts very chaotic. So Cam West leads from Alpha Pino, Not Crazy, Joseph S. Ford, Cavoc and Beamer Gang. Vista Mephies, he's gained a few places. And then PX4 Gaming, he's on hard, he's got damage, he's shaking everywhere. Shregu, he's looking to make his way up. As that's Pigeon down in 11th, and Prada with his engine damage, his race is pretty much done already. There's also damage for the Swissman of Shregu. So the BRT boys, the Britannia Racing team, are really having a move. Both drivers having damage, they're going to be pitting early on straight away. But Cam West has already got a 1.2 second lead at the front already. He's really pulling away quite nicely. Alpha Pino, he's gonna have to try and close that gap down and regain his position. Not Crazy, he's in 3rd. He goes quite deep into Forestdale. That's going to allow Joseph to close in, and Beamer Gang, he's not far off the back as well. Down Commonwealth Straight for the first time this race event. Let's see. Is anyone going to be close enough to really go for a move down towards the chase? Let's find out. Not Crazy, he's just going to have to be wary of Joseph F's Ford. He's tucked into the slipstream, but he's actually pulling away because Not Crazy had a better exit, it seems. And Cam West, Alpha Pino's not close to him either. But Beamer Gang to Joseph F. Down towards the chase. He doesn't believe he's close enough to go for a move, so he just backs out. And Cavoc down in 6th. So far, so good then for everyone as they come across the line for the first lap. Cam West leads from Alpha Pino with a brilliant start, I must say, by the Brit. Followed by Alpha Pino and Not Crazy. Not Crazy had a brilliant start. Not Crazy started 3rd. Joseph F. Ford down in 4th. And then Cavoc, he's had a nice start, so he got himself into 6th. But down into the pits, we'll be seeing Shregu hasn't actually pitted. Pigeon's got some rear damage, so he's had some contact in the rear. But Prada, where's he? He's only just got into the pits. So Prada, you can see, he's having an absolute mare with his engine damage. And his strategy now is going to be messed up. It's going to be down to his race engineers to see what they can do. There's a contact at the back there at the wall. Alpha Pino's looking to get away without any damage there. Cam West goes quite deep into turn 4. Just about holds on to it through cutting. He's got a 1.6 second gap. That's actually a penalty. What's that? That's half second slowdown for Alpha Pino. Or Alpha Pino, sorry. I've been saying it wrong. I apologise. But so far, Alpha Pino, he's not had the best start. He got pole, that's bonus point. So he's currently your championship leader, has got 2 points. Fastest lap to Cam West though. So it's going to be interesting battle to see how strategy can play into this as well. Heavy damage as well is going to be a big factor as the battle for 3rd is going to be quite intense. I can already see Not Crazy, Joseph F and Beamer Gang going at it. You don't really want to be going for a move down this mountain section. If they all start squabbling, hopefully these guys are all going to be smart. Not really going for anything, because if they do go and try and see Beamer Gang, bit of contact there into the back of Joseph F, if they do keep doing that, that's going to allow Not Crazy to pull away like we're seeing. Cavoc can close in like we're seeing, and damage can happen, which is not good, like we're seeing. So anyway, Everyone keeps their heads down. Purple sector for everyone because it's on the second lap. Beamer Gang is going to be close enough to Joseph F. Ford as to go through to the chase. He's going to look for a lunge. He does peek out, but Joseph slams the door right on his face. The brilliant thing about these night races, you can see the brake that's glowing bright red. It's beautiful. But at the end of lap 2 then, out of this 60-minute long race, Cam West, he's got a 2-second lead from Alpha Pino, followed by Not Crazy as Cam West sets the fastest lap, and Alpha Pino doesn't have a response. I don't know how Alpha Pino managed to get a penalty, I must say. It's a weird one. But Cavoc's actually, what's happened here? I think Beamer Gang's gone wide as Cavoc's now going through. As they're going side by side down, up towards Quarry Bend. Cavoc's got his car ahead, but he's going to have to go the long way around. He now has this weird little dip in the middle of the road. That's going to allow Beamer Gang to get more speed. The inside line for Beamer Gang Ben, who's going to be able to get it through. Cavoc's going to try and have to go around the long way round. It's going to be a brilliant move, he can do it. And Beamer Gang just about backs out. It's a brilliant move by Cavoc, I must say. Oh, the Greekman trying to make his way, trying to stake his claim. He got knocked down a division last season. He's trying to stake his claim and improve up the grid. Beamer Gang vote as they come up through turn 5. He's looking for a bit of a move there. Can't quite find him. Back at the front row, Cam West and Alpha Pino. They're holding it steady. 1.3 seconds of the gap between Not Crazy and Joseph F. Ford. Not Crazy is getting his foot down a bit in the past 2 laps, and he's nearly half second up on his lap 2 best already. He's just trying to pull a bit of a gap here, a bit of a comfort gap. And I do believe Beamer Gang had a bit of a mistake, and now Cavoc is through. As they come down the mountain, they've got a little battle going on here. This could be interesting towards the chase. Further back, Fister Meffy, he's down to 7, he's got some clean air, but Shregu, BBR, Huber, Marcel, he's off. That's big damage for everyone. Oh, did PX4, I think PX4 Gaming may have got damage there. He's racing on hard and damage. That's really not the strategy you need to be doing, I must say. He's got some problems. He needs to be paying to get that damage wrong, so it's impeding his lap times massively. But what happened there with Marcel? We got all sorts of shaky, and his race is quite ruined. Pigeon, he's also got damage in Prada now. Let's see, what strategy Prada's got damage as well, so Prada stayed on the mediums, but that damage, I'm not sure what's going on here with Prada. But I think he's pushing so hard. I mean, he knows he can easily claw these back. With the way it's going, Shregu's into the points because everyone's crashing. Shregu is into the points, so that is points on the board for BRT. But it's not really the best result so far for these boys. But on the opposite side, Fister Meffy's actually into the pits already. So has he got himself some damage? He has front bumper damage and maybe a bit of suspension damage. Depending on how serious it is, it's not that bad. But so far, Night Shift Racing are having a wonderful start to their season with their drivers 1-2 as we're 7 minutes into the race. The battle for third as they run up the hill up towards Solomon Park. Not Crazy and Joseph F. Ford. Only half second between them. Joseph's just got to follow nicely, and that's damage for Not Crazy as he hits the side of the wall. And now Not Crazy's been squeezed into wall a bit there, and Joseph just goes through. Did Joseph got out of there without damage? That's very fortunate. That is scary move. You have to be ever so careful around here, and this is going to be a race of attrition. This can be decided by crashes. If you crash, well, it can quite often be over. Because we saw Prada, he started 6th, he had a good chance. He would actually be in this fight. He may even be in a chance of a podium, but he got caught up in a lap 1 crash, got some engine damage, and that may be looked at the end of the race. But he's closing that gap down to Marcel, who had that massive crash. But all that damage that Prada's got, he's really going to be struggling for the rest of his race until he next pits. Up in 8th, Shregu, he's got some damage. Yellow flags down at the dipper as they run downhill. As he's sliding everywhere, he's going to have to try and get that car under control, and heavy damage here. People are really going to be complaining about this, but welcome to real life. Shregu drifting through the cutting, that's not good. So far so good debut though for PX4 Gaming. He's currently running in 7th, running with a bit of damage and just hard. It'll be interesting to see what strategy he's going for with this. He's an independent driver, so it'll be interesting because this can go either way. But the way so far, if we load up the team sheets, Havoc and Joseph 4th and 3rd. That's quite a good result so far for Helix. One put the front, maybe there's a bit of team orders going on here with the Night Shift Racing boys. Cam West and Alpha Pinio not really pushing, just they know they've got to get Van over quicker. I don't think they're really going to risk doing any overtakes. Let it be one on strategy. Which is fair. You don't really want to be causing any instances. We've already seen a lot of instances ruin races. Lap 1 ever so crazy, I must say. But the biggest winners and losers so far, Can-Am, well, Pigeon, he's down a long way. I think Pigeon's down 10th. Yes, Pigeon is down in 10th. He's also got some damage onto his car, which he's holding on to nicely. He just says fastest lap of the race. So the damage doesn't seem to be bothering him. And Beamer Gang is down in 6th. But the biggest winners and losers so far, the biggest winners after the first 10 minutes, I must say, up at the front, Night Shift Racing, an absolutely flying first 10 minutes of their season, with a 1-2 so far. They'll be enjoying this greatly. And Helix Racing as well, with Kavak and Joseph S. Ford. They're going to be quite happy with that, I must say. The way it's going, those two, they'll be 1-2 in the Constructors' Championship. And it could lead to an interesting season. But biggest losers, I must say, Britannia Racing Team. They're down in Schrager's in 8th. He's only getting 1 point. But a point's a point. Say he started last, he had some engine damage, but they're going to need some big bodywork jobs, I must say. Come the end of this, their pit crew's going to be alive. Schrager, he had a big crash in qualifying, started at the back. He's got himself 8th. If he can score some points, that'll be grand. But down in last, Prada, has he pitted again? Yes, Prada's pitted, got rid of he's put on some fresh sauce, and now he's got 27 seconds to make up. He's just got to keep his head down and go for it now. Cam West, though, he's now extending the gap to his teammates. Alpha Pinio's got rid of his penalty, but the sort of strategy we'll be seeing, well, we've got to take 2 compounds. So just a quick run through. Soft. Everyone's on the soft, but remember, they have to take 2 compounds. PX4 Gaming, he's on the hards, and Fister Mephi, he's on the mediums. I believe he started on the soft, so that'll be 2 compounds done for him. Trigu's on the mediums, he's not pitted yet. Pigeon, he's also on the mediums. And then Prod, BBR Huber, Marcel, I don't think he's not pitted yet. But Prada he has, so Prada is okay and Fister Mephi is okay. Expect the way the fuel likes to go, pit every 20 minutes. The fuel around here, in all honesty, the standard way the fuel goes, 20 minutes if you do it in lean, if you just do lean mode 1 all the way through, it will last 20 minutes. But as where's Shregu? Shregu's been passed, I believe. Yes, I've just realised Shregu's actually been passed. Either way. Back to the front, lap 7 then. Cam West just tries to get a bit more of his penalty gone as him and Alpha Pinio just holding tightly. Team orders, who knows? Prada in the background, blue flags waving as they go the mountain straight down towards Quarry Bend at turn 2. Prada, he's going to see the blue flags, hopefully he'll get out of the way. Passing traffic at the top of, or up the mountains quite hard. Cam misses the apex, but still gets a nice good run. Alpha Pinio gains a tiny bit between turn 2 and 3 as Cam West gets more of his penalty gone, and hopefully Prada's seeing the blue flags. There's a bit of a flash from his lights and another flash by Cam West. Hopefully try and just trying to get Prada out of his way. He keeps flashing these lights as Cam West is stuck here, and are they noticing that there's blue flags for Prada? Prada needs to let him go. There could be a penalty in here as they come through the dipper as Cam West is losing a lot of time, and now this is going to allow Alpha Pinio to actually close round to the back of it, and Cam West is losing a lot of time. He's going to try and force his way through as Prada now gets through, as that's not very good. What's going to happen further back as Alfa Pino just about gets through, but the gap stays the same, so no real losses, but could have been done a lot sooner. But just a flash of his lights by Alfa Pino. But back to strategy, you can be lasting about 20 minutes, but depending on how the cars go and how the fuel saving goes, it'll be interesting. Because you can do a lot of different strategies here. The mediums as well will be interesting, sort of they can do here. And just timing it well, we'll find out. Because depending on when these guys use the mediums, how they do it, and heck, a crash could happen and the race can change instantly. Joseph has actually got past Not Crazy. I don't know, has he got damage? Yes, I think Not Crazy. Oh yes, we did see further up the mountain Not Crazy after the incident. Cavoc's sitting pretty in 5th with just a bit of damage, but it's okay. 15 minutes into the race and night shift racing so far with a 1-2. Further back down the field then. Cavoc in 5th. The Halix Racing boys, they're chilling pretty in 3rd and 5th. They'll be happy with a podium on their debut. And Beamer Gang, 6th. He'll be alright with that. So far, it's so beautiful just to see these red lights. 2 compounds are required. 2 different compounds. But look at Beamer Gang's car as they come up to the braking zone at turn 2. When he comes around, you can see, look how red the brake discs are. It is absolutely beautiful just seeing the brake discs glow red. I must say, it is absolutely amazing. It's so beautiful. These night races are amazing. And there are a few night races on the calendar, actually. We'll go through the calendar now, because if you don't follow our social medias, you should. They're linked in our YouTube description. Join our Discord. All of this jazz is there, but the calendar for this season, it's an interesting one. It's a different one. So, if it will load, the calendar for Season 2, we've got this. It's the same for everyone. Night race at Bathurst, we're at Fuji, Suzuka, Maggiore and Nürburgring. They're all day dry, and then we have an interesting one, a wet night race at Spa-Francorchamps from the 14th to 16th of May. Then we have Red Bull Ring dry, Laguna Seca dry, and a brilliant finale with a dawn race, 6 o'clock in the morning, in-game time, at Interlagos. An old favourite on the F1 calendar in terms of season finales. No Le Mans this season. We've got 3 new tracks in the form of Fuji, Maggiore, and Red Bull Ring. But the Spa round's going to be ever so tricky. Wet and night just throws things into the mix, I must say. Yes, drivers can choose what compounds. What do you guys think of the calendar? Because so far, I think the calendar's going to be quite good. Maggiore's the first. We've got a load of real circuits, but yes, you can pick what you want, the tyres, but it's soft. It's between softs, medium, and hards. But you can pick which two. But up at the front, Cam West now has a 5-second lead, so it's Alfa Pino. Oh god, Alfa Pino's not just got damage, he's got engine damage. What happened with him? Oh, that might be investigated, as I think BBR Cuba Marcel, he's going to be causing some problems. And look, Alfa Pino, he's got half a lap to get round, and Joseph S. Ford is closing his way right back into this race. Maggiore is going to be a fan favourite as Prada unlaps himself. He's got himself back into 11th, so he's got a good drive so far. But Joseph, especially down towards the Comrade Straight, which is a massive straight here, he's going to really be coming into it. And maybe even Not Crazy. How far back is he? Not Crazy's not far, but he's going to be really stuck because Joseph, what's going on with Joseph? He's ghosted as they come through. Joseph down to the main straight event. He's going to be wanting as much power as he can out of that car. But this is what I mean. Anything can happen, and Alfa Pino is really struggling now. He'll be able to get back. And yeah, rip strategy. He's going to have to change up a bit. Yeah, he's going to have to change his strategy up a bit. And this is what I mean when I said earlier, nothing is certain so far. Not Crazy, he's also got past Joseph, as down towards the chase. Joseph has got through. Not Crazy, it goes really deep, and Not Crazy is lawn mowing there. And Joseph will get his position back, but Alfa Pino now will have to go straight into the pits, and he does, to repair that damage. Get a new engine in, because the mechanics in GT Sport can fix an engine in 6 seconds. But Not Crazy, he goes into third, and Joseph goes into second, and now Alfa Pino is going to have to really put his foot down. Shregu, he's still got damage, and everyone's approaching the pit window now as well. Anyway, so Alfa Pino, at this 20-minute mark, he's not severely impacted. It's going to be rare now he's going to be able to get the win, but fighting for a podium, second is still on the cards. You can just change up your strategy here, because this is the pit window anyway in this area, around about the 20-minute mark. Let's see if these new Div 3 guys have been doing their research on GTEL. But he's got a 30-second lead. He's got a 28-second lead than Cam West to Joseph F4 as he comes through the dipper for the 10th time this race. He's going to be in this lap. You can see that red light on his car means box, 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 in, Lewis. You don't really want to be going over that, because if it runs out, you will run out of fuel. But Joseph F4, did he? I don't think Joseph has pitted. He's managed his fuel beautifully. What strategy he's doing could be interesting. He could be going for a one-stop, as his fuel so far, his fuel management's been excellent. It seems he's got a quarter of a tank left, and we're 20 minutes in. Kavak's in fourth. He's got that front damage, but he's still got a fair amount to go in the fuel-wise. Alfa Pino's out, full tank fuel. PX4 Gaming HD. Let's see what compound he takes. He's got to take 2 different compounds. He's on the hards, but actually, Alfa Pino has still gone on to the softs, so that's all okay. Everyone's got to remember they've got to take 2 compounds worth of tyres. PX4 Gaming goes on to the mediums. Cam West, he's now onto the pits as he's going to run out of fuel. And now let's see, how does everyone else follow? Will Joseph pit? What these guys could do is pit to block the undercut, but we don't know what strategy they're doing, because he's familiar with Ruben. They can pit now and they will take less fuel, which means they'll gain a lot more time in the pits. Let's see as Joseph pits in. Not Crazy, there's anything you can do. I can do better. Follows around, and Kavak will now go into second as all the fuel goes into Cam West's car. Lollipop Man's waiting in. That's a beautiful Pepsi livery, I must say, for the night shift racing boys. Lollipop Man, away you go. It's mediums for Cam West. That is his tyre choices done, and he comes out just ahead of Kavak. Kavak's going to be tucked right into that slipstream now. He's going to be gaining. I think Kavak up towards Quarry Bend will be looking to attack him. We've got the fresher tyres for Cam West. And let's see, Alfa Pino's now back into third as everyone else is pitting as well. So panic avoided, I must say, as he gets very close to the back. Kavak, he's a seasoned veteran already in GTL. Cam West goes a bit deep. Kavak can't quite find the gap further back. That's Fistomefi in 11th, and Tregu's now got himself into 7th. He's going to be in this lap. He's running very low on fuel, but he should be able to make it. He'll also be repairing that damage. I think he'll be going on to the soft, so his tyre strategy will be done and done. Prada, he's currently in 10th. He's having a brilliant comeback drive onto the softs. He's got both compounds of tyres done and out of the way as well. He's just trying to find his way back, and if he can score points, that'll be a brilliant comeback drive, as he's very shaky. Just catches it coming down the hill. Pauses a minute just to regain himself. That's fair enough. Marcel and Fistomefi, well, they're not having the best of drives, are they? But Cam West, now there's some heat into those mediums. He's really pulling away from Kavak. So Cam West then. Cam West leads at we're approaching 23 minutes into this race. The first pit window's open, and Cam West leads. He's already done his first pit stop. Kavak, he's running in second. He's yet to pit. He'll be in this lap. You see that damage, and it'll be interesting. Kavak was a fan of the mediums last season. He always tried to use the mediums. It'll be interesting to see what he can do this season. As Shregu's into the pits, it'll be interesting to see where he comes out as well. But Kavak may have got himself severely undercutted here by Not Crazy. He's not really racing Alfa Pino, but Not Crazy and Joseph is who he's racing. Not Crazy, he's got some damage. I don't think he repaired his damage, but he's being consistent. He seems to be setting good laps, so I don't think he's going to be complaining. He comes through the chase, and he's got half-second slow down penalty as well. It's going to be something to keep in mind. He's also gone to the mediums, Joseph. Joseph's gone on to soft, so we'll have to pit again, I believe, for fresh tyres. He's gonna, well, the medium, we know the softs won't last anyway, but he's got to go on to mediums at some point. Round the final turn, Cavok, let's see where Cavok will fall down. Beamer Gang, he's also pitted, he's gone soft to soft, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. PX4 Gaming, he's also completed his strategy, and Prada, now everyone's coming out of the pits. Prada's pitted twice, I believe, and Prada is now... Well, Prada's now got himself into 8th, and if he can score points, that'll be a brilliant comeback drive, I must say, because it's been not the cleanest of races so far for him. He's had problems all the way through. BRT, it's going to be a race to forget, as who's that? BABR Huber just stops and lets him through. Doesn't want to cause any more accidents, he's causing himself more and more pain. Blue flags for Prada as Cam West approaches him again. He's not going to want him to hold him up, and I think Cam West will be happy. He catches the wall bed. Is that damage for Cam West? No. He comes down towards the chase. He's flashing Prada. Can Prada tell? Will Prada let him go? He needs to let him go. Remember blue flag rules. I can't tell him. I'm the commentator. But they do need to pit. Message from on PlayStation. Prada gets out of the way and lets Cam go through. Not much time lost, and just a bit of the lights flash to say thank you. Courtesy from Dubai. Alpino got 20 seconds to pull back, and Cam West, he can just sit pretty. He doesn't have to push it, and well, we can see he's not had the cleanest of laps at 2 minutes 7. Remember, he's on mediums anyway. But either way, Cam West, 20 seconds, he can sit back, he can lose some time, he can save some fuel, he can save some tyres, he can make his own strategy. Alfa Pino is the one that's got to be pushing. The win isn't certain for Cam West, so Alfa Pino had the big crashes. That's the 100-metre board, I think, that's ended up halfway down Quarry's apex. It's interesting. Whereas we're approaching the halfway stage, and strategy is always going to be interesting. I don't think we're going to be seeing any one-stops. But either way, Alfa Pino's got an 11-second coverage to Not Crazy's 4 seconds to Joseph, and Joseph's got 4 seconds to Cavok. There's a bit of a nice train here, but anything that goes on, there can still be some crashes. This heavy damage can cause some problems, and people may complain about heavy damage, but welcome to the club. You can't just make a mistake and get away with it. You can't just like graze the barrier. You can't just hit the barrier and only lose 8 seconds when that should really end your race. Yellow flags. What's happened there? Brake issue for BBR Hubert. Marcel, nothing new there. So familiar sight last season with BBR Hubert. Brakes failed and he's pulled off to the side, and he's got engine damage as well. His car is completely messed up as he's just crawling up through Quarry, and that is probably race over. He's already 5 minutes behind. That's lap twice and a half. Back at the front, Cam West, he's sitting comfortably. I must say, it's been a brilliant debut for him. Not Crazy, has he made mistakes? He's lost a few seconds. I think flashing lights going for Not Crazy just to make sure Pigeon gets out of the way, and he does, and that is BBR Hubert DNFing. Marcel is out. Now then, what's his pit strategy going to be? Into the pits comes Prada. Where is Shregu? Oh dear, Shregu's got more engine damage. It's engine damage for Shregu. That is heartbreaking. Second time this race, I believe, and he's... Well, it's looking like it could be a good race for him, and the BRT boys now parking it at the back. That is... Well, as we're approaching the halfway stage, it's anything still to fight for, but now he's 3 minutes back. He's a long way back. Prada comes out at 8th, though, so if he can nick some points, that will be brilliant for him. He's got blue flags approaching him as well. He's going to have to be careful of that. BRT master plan. Well, I don't know, mate. Blue flags for Prado. He's going to be familiar with these at this point so far in the race. Not crazy, flashing his lights. Well, not crazy. Telling him to get out of the way. And I don't think Prado can see. He does pull it inside, and that's good. They do let him go. That's good for Prado. He's got 4 seconds to Fistamefi. And that's actually cost him a good 1.5 seconds there, but you've got to do what you've got to do. And that is a point. Cavoc's gone on to the softs. Now, you'd expect Cavoc... Oh, he's gone wide there at Skyline into the dipper. I mean... Cavoc... I don't know. They're going to have to take the mutants at some point. But so far, so good. We don't know what their strategies are. Beamer Gang and Joseph going at it. They come through the dippers. There's some damage between all of them, and well, makes it interesting, I must say, because we don't know how the race is going to go, and people argue about damage, but you can't argue that so far this hasn't been an exciting race, because it has. Down towards the chaser and tucked right into slipstream. Is Joseph going to be close enough for a move onto Beamer Gang? Tucked right, pulls to the left hand side. He's going to have to go the long way round into the chase. Is he going to pull back in? He does pull back into slipstream just before the break zone. He's going to pull out, go for a lunge. No, I don't think he's close enough. That's unfortunate for the German. Beamer Gang holds on. Pigeon holds them up a bit there as he just about lets them through. As actually Pigeon slips in. What's Pigeon? No, Pigeon's pitting anyway. Alright. But he did seem to block Joseph there a bit. That's not the fairest of drives. Lap 15 then, as we approach the halfway stage. Half-time report, I must say. Cam West, he's losing about he's lost 5 seconds since the pits, but I don't think he's going full pedal to the metal, because he knows if he crashes, that's his race over. And so far he's not got any damage. You know, his limits. Alpino, he's flying with purple sectors, it seems. After spinning, he had a big crash, I don't know where. But he had a big crash, got some big engine damage and lost a lot of time to his teammate, but nonetheless he holds on at the front. Not crazy. The battle for third's been intense. We don't know how it's going to go. Cavoc, he's only 5.5 seconds back. He could be looking for his first ever podium in GTL. But so far it's brilliant debuts for Night Shift Racing and Helix Racing, with being 4th and 5th, and then Night Shift 1st and 2nd. Not crazy. He's playing them in the Independents. He currently leads the Independents being Not Crazy, PX4 Gaming, Fister, Mephi, and Elusive Fridge. That's another returning name you'll all be familiar with. He's someone not to write out next round when he's back from his technical difficulties. Just a real quick reminder as well, if you didn't know, tomorrow at 7 PM British summertime, GTL Division 2 Round 1, be the same race, it will be Bathurst at night. It'll be same old from this race tomorrow. So, I wouldn't want to miss it. We've got some returning names that you might want to look out for in Div 2. People like Filderfile, Lego Kongan, Gossau, Juicerealm, Knock and Bolts, BBR Huber, Noffelhonk, and R Papa. They're all some returning names in Div 2. Filderfile, he got knocked down, so did Kongan. They're in the BRT team. Hopefully they can have a better day than the Div 3 BRT team. Some familiar teams though you're going to love: 2C3, also known as New Double C or NDC, Can-Am Racing, BNR, and Tri-Drive, formerly known as Patronus. So there's a few familiar teams here that you will be familiar with. So you don't want to miss it. It's Not Crazy goes and gets some damages through turn 2 and 3. But don't miss it tomorrow, 7 PM British summertime, here on the GTEL YouTube channel. Don't miss it. Anyway, back to the race. This sort of Not Crazy got a bit of damage. That's quite scary, I must say. As Cavoc's closing in now. Has Cavoc got any damage? No, Cavoc hasn't. Beamer Gang's into the pits with engine damage. Oh dear, the engine damage continues. You can also admire that. Brilliant. He takes a bit more fuel. You can see they're repairing the car as well. You can hear that. But can we just appreciate the number plates made by JD Shadaim on the car? They are absolutely stunning. You can't quite see them at high speed, but especially out of the pits. When you see through the low speed, you'll see them. The new GTEL and number plates, they are brilliant, I must say. 26 minutes to go then. And so far, Cam West has looked unstoppable. And Night Shift Racing, in general, they're looking like they can take... So far, if everything runs smoothly for the rest, Night Shift Racing will be taking away the maximum points. It will be two for pole position, 1 for fastest lap, and then first and second. That'll be even a brilliant lead. It's the Mercedes of Division 3 so far, it's seeming. But there's still an entire season to go with plot twists all the way through. Cavok, he's hunting his first ever GTL podium. He did an entire season in Div 2 last season. Didn't go that well for him, that's why he's ended up in Div 3. But so far, so good. His best ever result. Even though it's a lower div, the names and the caliber in this field is still impressive. Joseph, he's also into the pits as he got some damage as well. He has at the front, but who knows what he's doing, might be doing something different. Prada, he's in 8th, having a brilliant comeback drive, getting some points for him. And I don't think 7th's really on the cards, but Fistomefi's into the pits as well. So whoever's engineering him is doing a brilliant job there. And Schrager, he's 16 seconds off Pigeon, and maybe able to close him down, but so far we've still 25 minutes to go. Anything can actually happen. As Cam West, he's approaching the back marker. That's the first mistake we've seen from the Brit, as PX4 Gaming lets him go. If you're interested, Division 1 Sunday 7 PM BST. It's going to be the familiar names, and it's going to be the titan of the league. It's going to be a brilliant season in Division 1, I must say. Here's some names for you, just to list them off. Let's go through the teams first. You're going to be familiar with all of them. New Double C, NDC, JM Double, Vaslincock, and the reserve of Hayden Clampett. It's a brilliant lineup. Motorsport West, Online Cruiser and Retro Soccer being improved from Division 2 last season. Apex Racing Team. It's the same old set mod with Dynarod and Casey, with Phil File being their reserve. BNR Racing, KO O'Brien and Vassman Vassar. It's a familiar name with KO O'Brien and Vassman Vassar as well. Shockingly won round 5 of Div 2 at Le Mans last season. It was a brilliant drive, I must say, from him. Can-Am Racing, OTB's in terrible team. That's a scary looking lineup. Any team can win the championship, can win the team championship, I must say. And then here comes the Independents, SVV Rubin, the clear favourite for the overall drivers' standings. Santos, Heavyhead and JD Shadaim are the rest of the Independents. But Division 1, Sunday, 7 PM, don't miss it. It's going to be absolutely amazing, I must say. Battles left, right and centre. I think it's going to be a race to remember and a season to remember here at GTEL. And so far it's showing to be a race to remember for Can West. And now Prada, is he low on fuel? No, Prada's got a nice comfort to Pigeon. I don't know why Prada's pitted. That's an odd call, I must say. Maybe it's to get rid of the damage, maybe just to take some fresh tyres. Let's see as he comes into the pits what's going to do. Yep, fresh tyres go on. Is he going to take any fuel? Yes, fuel into that car. No. That's not enough fuel to last the race, so Prada's... he's going to have to pit again. Only just come out ahead of Pigeon. Well, I would have said he should take some fuel, but that's... ooh, that's an odd call. 9 seconds is the gap. Cam West isn't really making mistakes. I've only seen him make one mistake this race, but what we do know he's being cautious, I think. He's also on the mediums compared to Alfa Pino, but he's just sitting back. Don't want to make mistakes like Alfa Pino did early on. But I think we may have a race on our hands come the end, as we are approaching the second pit window for everyone on the main strategy. Not crazy. He dives into the pits as his tank is bone dry. This will be his last stop. As he comes in, not crazy, the Independent. Currently will be leading the Independence Championship, so that's good news for him. Joseph F. Ford. 5th place for him so far. He's not going to be close enough to not crazy to really make a move, but Kavak, what's Kavak looking like? The battle for 3rd still not over with yet either. Kavak, wouldn't it be amazing for him to get a podium? He had such a rough season. Last season was so rough for him, I must say. He had a lot of potential, but his strategies were really his undoing, and he gets very close to the walls. Lucky to escape out without damage. But he had a rough season, and he's holding his own right now. Either way, if he finishes 4th or 3rd, it's going to be a career best in GTL, and I think he'll be happy with either one. PX4 Gaming, he's got engine damage. That's well, that's the phrase of the day, I must say. There's Beamer Gang's 14 seconds back. He's gonna have to pit and get that done, but he's coming into the pit window anyway. But he's managed everything brilliantly, I must say. The mediums haven't been touched. I don't think he's pitted again, but if he has, then well. But if he hasn't, that is brilliant news. That's brilliant work by the American. Speaking of another American, Beamer Gang, he's going to be chasing down PX4 Gaming. Is he into the pits? Alpha Pino's into the pits. Joseph F4's into the pits. PX4 Gaming is into the pits. Everyone into the pits. Alpha Pino's got to take mediums. I hope someone tells him that. What tyres go on? His tanks run dry. Is Kavak going to be close enough? If Kavak's coming through the chase, Kavak may pass Alpha Pino here. It's going to be a close one. Let's find out. Fuel's going into the tank of Alpha Pino. PX4 Gaming, he's into the pits as well, taking some fuel. Kavak, he's coming across the main straight now. Alpha Pino is out, and he's not taken tyres. Alpha Pino needs to take softs. Alpha Pino has taken softs. Did he start on mediums? Did Alpha Pino start on mediums? I'll actually quickly go back and check. Well, let's find out, because if he didn't take tyres, he started on medium, so Alpha Pino needs to take some fresh tyres. Someone needs to be getting at that man right now, telling him he needs to pit for mediums. Remember, the rule is you have to take 2 compounds of tyres. So his race now is not looking good. I'm sure he hasn't taken 2 sets of tyres. Cam West, he's into the pits. He's someone who is safe though from the strategy. He's done 2 compounds of tyres, and you can't argue that you didn't know, because it's in the rule book, which you all should read, and it was announced only a few days ago, so you should know. Either way, Alpha Pino continues on. Cam West should be out ahead in time. He's got a good 40-second buffer. It should be okay. This race has really been on its head. You don't know who's been where. And Cam West, he is out. He's ahead of his teammate. That's got a big gap. No, it's 8 seconds to his teammate. He's got fresh rubber, and Alpha Pino will have to pit again. We don't know what strategy Alpha Pino is planning. Just a nice friendly reminder. But Cam West so far untouchable. He's got 10 seconds near enough to his teammate, who will have to pit again. But Cam West, very consistent. Yeah, I must say, he's only made one mistake. Yellow flags. That's Prada down in 10th. Shreygu's got himself up to 9th, but he's... Oh, no, Shreygu will have to pit again. Joseph F4, I think he's pitted. But at the end of the race, remember, the full race results won't be out until the race is under review and we can prove that everyone's done 2 sets of tyres. We'll know who has, we'll know who hasn't. Cam West has. Well, it's a matter. We know who has, we know who hasn't. It'll be looked at the end of the race. So for the full confirmation of results, go follow our socials at Instagram and Twitter at GTL_official. "15 minutes to go then. Cam West leads from Alfa Pino, who's on thin ice with his strategy so far. Kavak's got to pit again, but he's going brilliantly, the Greek. He's got a nice gap to not crazy as well, actually. But Kavak, remember, Kavak's got to take 2 different compounds. Kavak hasn't taken 2 different compounds yet. I don't think Not Crazy has either. But so far, Cam West looked unstoppable. I said it, I thought he would be good, thought he'd be quick, puts on second, and so far he's having a brilliant drive. Shreygu, 8 seconds up the road, is Pigeon, who's not been the quickest man on track, I must say. Shreygu is gaining on him. Prada is always down in 11th, wonder what happened with him. BRT's a race to forget with these lot. Blue flags for him as well. Alfa Pino. What's he gonna do? He's got to pit again, unless he wants to risk a disqualification. Which no one should risk a disqualification. It'll be an interesting last few laps then. Kavak, does he know Kavak's got to pit as well? Kavak's got to pit for fresh tyres. And Alfa Pino's second is safe, but you should pit. Cam West past the pit, Alfa Pino doesn't pit past the pit entrance. Lights flashing to the lap cars on the left hand side. Who's he lapping? I can't tell, but it's the fastest lap. I've just realised Alfa Pino put his foot down massively in the final sector. So he's closing. Kavak, he's into the pits. He's got to take 2 sets of tyres. His fabled favourite mediums. He's going to have to take them, as he's now out of fuel. It's going to be a race to the end. Not Crazy. You're not going to have to take full tank of fuel, but where's Not Crazy on tracks? He's coming through the chase, and Not Crazy may get Kavak here. It's going to be close. It's going to be by the skin of his teeth. Not Crazy's into the pit, so Kavak's safe. Joseph F4. Joseph, he's miles back. He's not going to be taking them. These two, are they making sure they've got the tyres they need? We're going to go for the mediums. Let's find out. Kavak onto the mediums. He is safe. Not Crazy. Where does Kavak come out, though? Alfa Pino is safe to pit again, I must say, for a fresh set of tyres. And take the mediums and it'll be safe. Onto the hards for Not Crazy. How crazy is Not Crazy to take the hards? There's only 11.5 minutes to go and Joseph is a way back, but do you really want to risk that grip? Risk the lack of grip to damage your drip? Who knows? It's going to be a drastic difference to the softs he's been using all race for, I must say. Beamer gang, engine damage. It's the same old we've seen. He's down in 6th so far. It's a solid race, but Can-Am Racing. Traeger's into the pits. He's coming off the mediums. Pigeon as well. These back markers, it's a battle for the last points. I don't actually know who's where. We'll have to wait until these guys actually come out of the pits. I think Pigeon's going to be taking his final set of tyres, making sure he's done 2 sets. Off come the tyres for that BRT car. Bit of fuel splash and dash. Why is he taking more fuel? Oh, that's because he won't have enough to the end. Nice photographer in the background. And the engine damage. That's why Schroeger's into the pits actually. Engine damage. Beamer Gangs, he's also into the pits. And Pigeon, where does he come out? Has Pigeon taken tyres? I don't think... What compounds has Pigeon taken? Alfa Pino, he improves his fastest lap again. A 2:28, I've just realised. That man is flying, he wants his teammate. I think he knows he's catching, but does he know there's a disqualification if he doesn't take some more tyres? It's been made clear. But the battle for the final points paying position, Stregu and Pigeon. Can-Am Racing or BRT? Who's going to get this final points paying positions? Let's find out with 10 minutes to go then. Stregu will pick up more damage. Oh, that is a miracle. I don't care if it's you, I don't know you. Ricky, go away. Back at the front though, Cam West. Do they know? Because Alfa Pino is under threat here of being disqualified if he doesn't... Oh, that could be under investigation. Oh, who knows? So Bruin onboard shot is Cam West on board with him as he comes through the cutting. We've got these exclusive drivers eye cams. Bet none of you know this here at GTEL. Exclusive driver's eyes. You can see he's really pushing the walls as much as he can, Cam West. As you see, let's see through McFinnigan Park. Yeah, he's literally just a slight lift off pushing it now through Skyline. How's he pushing? He is on the limits for everything, and yeah, he wants this extra point. He's chasing it as he comes through the dipper downhill. He's purple after the first 2 sectors, but it's the final sector where he's been losing a lot of his time. He's deep, he's going to lose a good few tenths there as he runs very wide through, or goes quite deep, sorry, into Forest Elbow. Cam forgot to switch his lights on properly. Well. Alfa Pino needs to pit. Who knows what strategy he's going for? Joseph, he's into the pits. Has he picked up more engine damage? No. Why is he pitting? Maybe he knows about fresh tyres and he just wants to cover off the 5th place. It's very topsy-turvy. The battle for the final points paying position. Shregu, he's down in 10th. What's happened here? Engine damage as BRT. Oh, dead last. That is not good. Prada's gonna be catching, blue flags waving as well. Prada's all too familiar with these. Up at the front then, Cam West. Coming into the final 6 minutes, he's been absolutely dominant, I must say. Cam West absolutely dominant this entire race. Start to finish, had a blistering start, which we can't really say for Alpinio on pole, but either way, Night Shift Racing going to be loving this, except for the fact that someone needs to be telling Alpinio to pit in that garage. Havoc, he's down in 3rd. It's a brilliant result from him, I must say. He's got medium, he's got everything done. He's got a bit of damage. He's got 14 seconds to hold off. Havoc then. He is running. Well, he's got a minute to the leader. Beamer Gang, he's into the pits. Don't know what he's doing. He's got the mediums on, so he's done. He's safe. But Havoc, he's on for his career best in GTEL. And Alpinio, well, it could be a second if Alpinio doesn't pass the pit entry. Into the pits he goes. Someone finally told him. Don't know what strategy he had planned. It's the most awkward pit entry here, I must say. But he's in. What tyres have they got now? In that garage at Night Shift Racing. Mediums, mediums, mediums should be the ones out. Havoc, he's not going to be close enough. He's coming through with Dipper. He's got Prada to deal with. Blue flag, blue flag. Oh, Prada almost spins Havoc there. And it is mediums for Alpinio. Strategy complete. Up at the front, Cam West. Cam West has a nice comfort gap. He's got 4 minutes just to bring it home. He's only got a few more laps now. Bring it home. But so far, he's keeping it nice and clean. I must say, it's been brilliant from him. He's made very little mistakes. He's been good. Alpinio. Can't really say the same about him on mistakes. He had that big engine damage. I don't know what happened. I think BBR Huber, I think Marcel had some problems with him, which kind of ruined his race. Havoc. Well, what can we say about him? Where did he start? He started quite a way down, but he's been keeping it clean. He's had a solid strategy, I must say, and he's bringing it home to the boys. Not crazy. 4th place secured for him, I must say. What's gone on here then? In 2nd, apologies going on. Who knows what happened? Seems okay. Alpinio just flashing to the marshals, saying hello to them. Oh, look at that flash at the bottom as he downshifts in that Corvette. That was beautiful. This is why people like night racers. Cockpit cam for Cam West. His driver's eye view as he swings into turn 3. This is a brilliant shot, I must say. I love this driver's eye cam, but can barely see his hands. It's a brilliant way to start the season, though, I must say. Minute and a half left. He can probably just park it and let the race end there. He may get a victory lap, but who knows? But Cam West, he's looked flawless near enough throughout this entire race. I think he will have another lap to go. Look how much, right? Through his downhill section, he just pushes the barriers so much. Look at his exit through here. He's been a bit cautious through there, but normally he's been pushing. You saw in qualifying, he really pushed it. Absolutely amazing, I must say. Because it's so through qualifying, just get the power just right down Conrod Straight. You want to be getting a Forest Elbow is an extremely important corner. You get it wrong, you're into the barrier. You're too passive, you're not having a top speed down Conrod Straight. But it's so important. Around the final turn, then he's not got enough gap to slow down. Final lap though, white flag for Cam West. He's just going to bring it home. He's got 30 seconds. He's going to be very cautious in that Corvette. He's going to be bringing it home to the boys. And I think it's going to be a victory lap for the boys over at Night Shift Racing. I think Alfa Pino will be across the line in time, but Cavok won't be. Across the line, then start his final lap. Alfa Pino, he goes. Alfa Pino, he takes the white flag as well. And he's going to be bringing it home for Night Shift Racing. Up ahead, Tregu, he's not had the best of races. Started from the back, well, it could be worse. You could be vanning. Alfa Pino flashing his blinkers, just trying to let him know he's there. Out my way, Shregu. I don't think he realises it's okay though. Time is out, checkered flag is out. Fistum F is going to be the first to finish, but Cavok round the final turn. He's going to take an excellent career best third place for Helix Racing. He's the first to cross the line on the podium. It's third for Cavok. Not crazy, he's coming through the final turn as well. He's going to be happy with fourth. He's got a bit of a Gucci strip as well, we'll see on that car. Cross the line. He's timed it perfectly with his fuel. He's across the line. Next is PX4 Gaming. He's across the line to finish in 6th. A solid debut for him as well. Joseph, he's coming through the cutting. And he's got a big enough gap even if he runs out of fuel here, which may be likely. But either way, it's been a brilliant race. Joseph S. Ford coming through the chase then. He's going to be finishing in 5th. Around the final section of the track. Blue flags waving. I don't think he cares. Cam West though, I've just missed it. He's past the line, but Cam West wins round 1 of the GTEL Division 3 Championship Season 2. Alfa Pino from pole, loses out in 2nd, but he will take 2nd in the championship, and it's the dream start for Night Shift Racing. Well done to everyone. It's been absolutely brilliant. Who's left to finish? Just Shregu. Go on, lad. Cross the line. Confirmation of the final results. They lapped everyone, Cam West. That's a brilliant result for the boys at Night Shift Racing. Cam West still goes straight to the top of the Division 3 standings. He'll be tied with his teammate who took the fastest lap and pole position. So 15 points apiece. 30 points for Night Shift Racing. It's a dream start for their season. I'll go straight to the top. Confirmation of the results then. Here we are. Cam West, followed by Alfa Pino and Cavok round out the podium. Brilliant result by them. Not crazy, Joseph S. Ford, 4th and 5th. And then you can see the rest there. It's a race to forget for the BRT boys. But Fistum FE rounds out the top 8 with his final points paying positions. But anyway, thank you everyone so much for watching. I've been in and you've all been great company, and I will see you all later. Join us tomorrow, 7 PM BST for